Some songs entertain you, others stay with you for years. But the songs in this video carried real pain beneath the music. One heartbreak song moved with the energy of a Motown dance record. Another was supposed to introduce the Spinners to the world, until radio DJs flipped the record and made its B-side the hit instead.
I'm gonna miss you. I've got ties.
At number 2, a songwriter turned the collapse of his marriage into a Temptations classic. And at number 1, Gladys Knight and the Pips recorded the perfect goodbye while preparing to leave Motown themselves.
Love don't live here anymore.
These songs were already painful. But once you know who was hurting, what happened behind the music, and what these records later came to mean, they become almost impossible to hear the same way again. These are 12 R&B songs that carried real pain inside them. Let's begin. Number 12. My World is Empty Without You. In late 1965, the Supremes recorded a heartbreak song that refused to sound defeated.
I need your tender touch.
The drums pushed forward, the rhythm moved with urgency, and Diana Ross delivered the melody with the smooth control Motown expected from its biggest group. Underneath that polished surface, the woman inside the song was falling apart. Holland, Dozier, and Holland built the record around a painful contradiction. Her world has stopped, but the music keeps moving. Daylight enters the room, people continue with their lives, and nothing outside reflects the emptiness she feels. That rhythm is what makes the song so effective. It sounds like the world after a breakup. Work continues, cars move, friends laugh. The person left behind is expected to keep pace with all of it. Diana never allows the performance to become wild. Her restraint makes the loneliness feel private, almost hidden behind the same polished image the Supremes carried in public. The next time that driving beat begins, listen beneath it. This is the sound of someone trying to keep moving because the world never asked whether she was ready.
My world is empty without you, babe.
Number 11. Ain't No Way.
For me to love.
3 women created the emotional force of Ain't No Way. Aretha Franklin sang it. Her younger sister Carolyn wrote it. Cissy Houston supplied the soaring background vocal that hangs above the record like a cry escaping from another room. Carolyn wrote about loving someone who refuses to become emotionally available. The relationship has not failed because the feeling disappeared. It is failing because one person keeps a wall between them. Aretha approaches the song carefully. She does not begin with anger. Her voice carries the exhaustion of someone who has tried patience, understanding, and reassurance, yet still cannot reach the person standing directly in front of her. Then Cissy soprano enters. That high voice feels almost separate from the conversation. As though it represents everything Aretha is trying to keep under control. Released on Lady Soul in 1968, the song revealed a quieter form of heartbreak. There is no dramatic departure and no final door closing. The person is still there. That is what makes the loneliness worse. Aretha is close enough to love him, but never close enough to be fully let inside. Let me be honest for a moment. Most people watching are not subscribed, and that hurts a little because every story here takes hours of research through old interviews, forgotten articles, and pieces of R&B history that could easily disappear. So, if these songs have ever carried you through love, loss, or heartbreak, subscribe to R&B Vault. It helps more people find these stories and keeps the music alive. Now, let us continue. Number 10. The Spinners. How Could I Let You Get Away? Atlantic Records believed this was the song that would introduce the new Spinners. Radio listeners made another decision. After years of limited success at Motown, the group moved to Atlantic and began working with producer Tom Bell.
In the middle of the room.
Their first single for the label was How Could I Let You Get Away, written by Yvette Davis. Placed on the other side of the record was I'll Be Around.
Somebody soon. Hey, baby.
DJs began flipping the single. Requests grew, radio followed the audience, and the B-side became the breakthrough hit that launched the Spinners into their greatest commercial period. That history gives How Could I Let You Get Away an accidental second meaning. The singer spends the record questioning how he failed to recognize something valuable until it was gone. The song itself was also overshadowed after listeners discovered something else sitting beside it. There is no villain in the performance. The blame turns inward. He keeps replaying the past, searching for the moment when carelessness became loss. The record meant to lead their new chapter was left behind. And just like the man inside the song, it could only watch something else move forward without. Number 9. Royce, Love Don't Live Here Anymore.
Love don't live here anymore.
The relationship has already ended when this song begins.
That you wouldn't do for me.
The house remains standing. The rooms are still there. Nothing appears damaged from outside.
You abandoned me.
But the feeling that once made the place alive has disappeared. Was written by Miles Gregory and recorded by Royce with Gwen Dickey delivering the lead vocal.
Just a vacancy. Love don't
Producer Norman Whitfield surrounded her voice with strings, restrained percussion, and enough open space to make the arrangement feel physically empty.
Love don't live here anymore.
Gwen does not begin with rage. She sounds stunned by what the relationship has become. That choice matters because anger still carries energy.
Just emptiness and memories of what
This song lives in the silence that comes afterward, when the arguments have stopped and one person has already left emotionally. The home becomes evidence. Every room reminds her of what used to exist there.
you've abandoned me. Love don't live here
Familiar objects remain in place, but none of them provide comfort. As the performance grows, Gwen's control begins to weaken.
anymore.
Her voice rises against the emptiness, yet the song never offers hope that love will return. The door is still there. The person may even be nearby, but whatever once lived between them has already moved out. Number 7. A house is not a home. Burt Bacharach and Hal David wrote A House Is Not a Home in the 1960s, and Dionne Warwick recorded the version that first became widely known. Luther Vandross heard another emotional world inside it. For his 1981 debut album, Never Too Much, Luther stretched the song beyond 7 minutes. That extra time allowed every phrase to breathe. Sentences became thoughts, and pauses began to sound like memories filling the room. His admiration for Dionne made the choice meaningful, but he did not imitate her interpretation. Luther turned the song inward. The house has furniture, lights, and a bed waiting at the end of the day. Everything required for comfort appears to be present. Yet the person who gave those objects meaning is gone. Luther begins with control, then slowly allows the emptiness to widen. By the final section, the performance feels almost too personal to overhear. That is the difference between a building and a home. One protects the body, the other holds a life shared with someone else. When that person leaves, the walls do not collapse. They remain standing, forcing you to live inside everything you lost. Number 6. Have you seen her?
Just another day. They all gather around me.
Before Eugene Record begins singing, he places us inside a neighborhood.
Memory, though day after day I've tried.
Children are playing. Couples are passing. People are enjoying an ordinary day. One man watches all of it while feeling completely separated from the world around him. Eugene wrote Have You Seen Her with Barbara Acklin, a successful Brunswick singer and songwriter. Together, they created a story that feels more like a private confession than a traditional song. The man asks whether anyone has seen the woman who left him.
Go away.
The question carries hope, but it also carries denial.
Been used to having someone to lean on.
He searches familiar streets as though someone might point in the right direction and return his old life to him. The shy lights surround him with soft harmonies that never interrupt the loneliness. Their voices feel like memories moving around him while he remains trapped in the same place. What he misses goes beyond the relationship. He misses who he was when she was there. The neighborhood has not changed. Children still laugh. Couples still pass. But every ordinary scene reminds him that life continued without waiting for him to recover. By the end, he is searching for two people, the woman who disappeared and the man he used to be before she left.
Tell me, have you seen her?
Number 5. The Manhattans.
I had to meet you here.
The meeting is already over before Gerald Alston begins singing. Winfred Blue Lovett wrote Kiss and Say Goodbye to say goodbye to yesterday. This song carried grief 16 years before Boyz II Men recorded it.
So hard to say goodbye.
Freddie Perrin and Christine Yarian wrote It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to SETI 5 film, Coolie High. G.C. Cameron performed Coolie High. G.C. Cameron performed the original version, which appeared after the death of a young character whose future ended suddenly. In 1991, Boyz II Men removed almost everything except the voices. The group's a cappella arrangement made the song sound communal, like several people standing together after a funeral, each trying to keep the others from falling apart. Then real loss entered their own lives.
I hope it's worth all the pain.
In 1992, their road manager, Khalil Roundtree, was killed.
And I'll take with me the
He had become a trusted figure around the group, and later performances carried his memory with them. The word yesterday changed. It was no longer simple nostalgia. It became the last ordinary day before terrible news divided life into a before and an after.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
The song offers no explanation for death and no instruction for moving forward. It understands that grief begins when time continues without the person you expected to carry into the future.
And I'll take with me the
Yesterday becomes precious because it is the final place where they are still alive.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
Number 3.
Don't leave me in all this pain.
Toni Braxton almost rejected the song that would become inseparable from her career.
Come back and bring back my smile. Come and
Diane Warren wrote Unbreak My Heart, but Toni initially felt the dramatic ballade did not suit the direction she wanted.
It's so unkind.
L.A. Reid believed otherwise, and producer David Foster helped create the enormous arrangement surrounding her voice. Once Toni began singing, the song changed. Her low register gave the performance weight. She sounded strong enough to survive, which made the pleading more painful.
Say you love me again.
This was not a fragile person collapsing at the first sign of rejection. This was someone discovering that strength could not repair what had happened.
I cried so many nights.
The title is built around an impossible request. A heart cannot be unbroken. The moment someone leaves cannot be erased.
Take back that sad word goodbye.
Time cannot move backward and remove the pain before it began. Yet heartbreak often produces exactly that kind of thinking. The song spent 11 weeks at #1 and became one of the defining ballads of the 1990s.
Say you love me again.
Toni had doubted whether the record belonged to her, but her voice revealed something inside it that another singer might have missed. She was not only asking the person to return, she was begging them to make the damage disappear.
Walked out the door and walked out of my life.
The Temptations, I Wish It Would Rain.
Sunshine, blue skies, please go on.
Roger Penzabene was writing from inside the collapse of his own marriage. Working with Norman Whitfield and Barrett Strong, he helped create a man who cannot allow anyone to see him cry.
Go outside, but everyone knows.
Daylight becomes an enemy because it exposes his face. Rain would give him cover. The weather could hide the tears, keep people indoors, and allow him to grieve without explaining himself.
This is the pain, oh yeah. People that
David Ruffin delivered the song with a voice known for strength and urgency.
I just wish it would rain. Oh, let it rain.
That power makes the character's condition more painful. He sounds like a man capable of commanding a room, yet he is waiting for the sky to give him permission to fall apart. Penzabene died soon after this period, leaving behind only a small group of Motown compositions. Knowing what was happening in his life gives the song a heavier shadow.
Desperately for rain, cause raindrops behind.
The breakup is only one part of the pain. The man is also ashamed of being seen in pain. He believes his grief must remain private because the world expects him to appear strong.
Oh, I wish it would rain.
The rain is not scenery, it is protection. It becomes the only place where he believes his tears can exist without judgment.
Let it rain.
#1. Gladys Knight and the Pips, Neither One of Us.
We're not gonna make it.
Jim Weatherly wrote a relationship ending. Gladys Knight and the Pips turned it into their farewell to Motown.
We just won't let it die.
By 1973, the group had spent years at the label, but believed they were receiving less attention than Motown's favorite acts.
Wants to be the first to say goodbye.
Butter Records offered them a new opportunity, and the group prepared to leave. Their final Motown single was Neither One of Us Wants to Be the First to Say Goodbye.
Without you.
The timing gave the song another layer. Two sides understood that the relationship had reached its end, but history made the final separation difficult. Gladys never rushes the performance. She allows hesitation to sit inside every phrase, while the Pips answer her like memories surrounding the conversation.
Because neither one of us.
The song became a major hit and earned the group a Grammy. Then the story continued. After moving to Butter, they recorded another Jim Weatherly composition, Midnight Train to Georgia. It became their first #1 pop single. The writer who helped them close their Motown chapter also gave them the record that opened their greatest commercial period.
To say I'm leaving.
Their goodbye carried pain, but beyond it waited the success they had spent years trying to reach.
Maybe that I'm deceiving.
These songs survived because each one found a different shape for heartbreak. A fast Motown rhythm hiding emotional collapse. A locked door between two people. A record flipped over by radio. An empty house. A final meeting. A lost friend. And a man waiting for rain so nobody would see him cry. Once you know the stories, the performances begin to change. The pauses feel heavier. The harmonies carry more history. The words stop sounding like lines written for strangers. They begin to sound like memories that still belong to someone. The recording sessions ended decades ago. The feelings never left the music.